Alright guys, welcome to another episode of In Hindsight. This will be the second game against Team Dignitas, playing Ares here. Let me see, everything looks pretty good. I adjusted the sound levels a bit so my mic becomes a bit higher. Quite a bit actually, because I thought the actual sound of Smite was a bit too high last time, but definitely better than the first few episodes, but just still a tiny bit too high. So I'm just gonna up the mic a bit as well, since I'm not really talking too loudly. Anyway, as I'm kinda hoarse, I believe you say. So I'm playing Ares. Ares matchup here in the lane. Ares Guardians should have the better level 1 fight. Not really the better clear if I don't get my flames, which I'm actually not gonna do. But we're gonna go behind here, just making sure that we can go up safe. I'm gonna start with Watcher's Gift, Boots, 5 health pots, and 2 multi-potions. This is because you wanna get as much health back as you can in your own, and you can see it instantly how much it's going to be of use. Mana's not really an issue on Ares, because your abilities are not that mana heavy and you don't spam your abilities too much. At least you're going to get the regen. So I'm going to wait before chaining with the Fafnir hammer, so he can interrupt my chain cycle. Sadly I do miss the second chain. I don't think we could have killed the Fafnir, I still had Met, but we definitely could have got a ton of poke off. I'm also gonna go get ahead and get Met here. It's just the stronger thing to start with right now. Shell does not really do a lot. Kinda double chain there, get some really good poke. As you can see, I have both my health pots running. Multi-pot and health pot. I'm regening a ton of health compared to the Fafnir, who's only regening like 10, where I'm regening 15. So Sky's gonna get stunned out. So right here we're actually gonna force out the beats. Just good beats by Axel there. He would have been taking so much more damage if he didn't. So the push is pretty bad right now. There's pretty much no way we can push with my chains being down. Also, we know from mid lane that their jungler is right here. This was called out. So pretty much what we're just gonna do now is we're just gonna go ahead and try and see if we get away. So actually I'm full health again. Used 5 potions already. But it's just what you need to do as Ares. You need to try and play a bit aggressive. So I actually go in a bit too deep here. They're gonna try and look to pick me off. I do get stunned, manage to pick up my potion, and then I get chained on all 3 of them. So here I get a bit too excited, and I turn around. I think we can kill the Susanoo, because he took a tower shot. I end up getting punished for it, hitting like 100 more damage than necessary. So I'm just gonna pop my last pot. Just try and stay healthy now, as I have no more potions. But as you can see, if I wouldn't have gotten so many potions, I would have been completely out of the lane, already had to back, which is not what you want to. So there's not really a big surprise. We're getting all of their left jungle, as they are getting all of our right jungle. I guess it's opposite, but that's just because we're looking from the care side. They're getting all the left jungle, we're getting all the right jungle. It's just a pretty basic trade out. Kinda sucks for the Ares, because you want to be ahead on Ares early on. Just to make sure that if you fall behind on Ares, you're really useless, but if you are even ahead on Ares, it becomes so good for you. So right here, just watching out, knowing Susanoo is in the jungle. We do get zoned out a bit. Actually not gonna end up losing any minions at all, just kinda dance around. We can do this all day as well. It's actually worse for them, because the Rama is gonna go ahead and miss some minions, which means they just lost around, quick calculation, 45 XP worth. 45, yeah, whatever. It's okay. Actually it's not even 40, it's more than that. It's like 90 XP, so 90 XP is like 2 Watchers or something. 1.5 Watcher. Just kinda drew out the hammer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flame up the wave. This is what you wanna do, the minions can't hit you. And I kind of wanted to back here. Do I end up backing? No I don't, I'm gonna actually go elect to stay, because as you can see I don't have enough gold. I wanna get reinforced boots and some wards. So as I talked to you guys about, I'm not gonna go ahead and back and get a power back time without walls. I know they're both backing. Could have maybe stopped the Fafnir, but walking up to him would have been really scary. So instead I'm just gonna go ahead and hold the wave for Ataraxia so he doesn't lose one single minion here. I'll just use my 2 here. So Ares 2 is one of his big underrated abilities. It has 30% CC reduction, which is absolutely insane. A max level that is, and just 20 flat protections. It's like a Gauntlet of Thieves passive whenever you just press 2 at level 1, and then it just becomes better and better. hit level 5 now. This was also another reason why I want to stay. So I could hit level 5 before I rotate it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rotate out here. Go ahead, get the reinforced creep, same reasoning as last game. I just want to try and avoid being stunned for too long by the Fafnir. So, as you can see, Trix is actually kinda trying to go to a speed, but it's not gonna do it. So I'll just do the back cams right here, optimizing farm. Go to the purple after this, let's see. Now I'm still pretty squishy right now, a pretty easy kill before I get my Vanguard up, so I just want to play it pretty safe right now. No reason to really do anything, take up the purple. So let's talk about the relic a bit. So many think that you need a shell in every team and you need a blink in every team, but I could even argue that Med over the course of a whole game is just gonna be better than Shell will. Like sure, Shell is gonna outperform Med if used correctly in late game team fights when Shell is upgraded. And you can also say Shell upgrade does a lot more than Meditation upgrade does. We're not playing Assault right now, so Meditation upgrade really does not do too much unless your team is really But Med just does so much early game, more than Shell, just burst healing and stuff. So I can now elect either to get this Shell if I feel like we are far ahead and we don't really need that much initiation because we have initiation already from the Osiris and the Rat. Or I can go ahead and get the Blink if I feel like I need to initiate the fights. This game I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Shell because we're gonna have a really fed Osiris frontlining and we're gonna have a Ratatoska frontlining. So me just being able to protect my back line again is just gonna work out really well for us. So right here, what we need to do as an Ares is try and look for some cheeky chains, force out some beats. So as you can see, I don't know if it's now. I think it is. We're gonna try and get the first blood on the top of Sol. So Rat gets out here, nothing too fancy. We're gonna go ahead and go to Maniac. No, it's not yet. So I'm gonna walk over the what myself. I could back right now for a Vanguard, but again I have 800 gold. Vanguard is 800 gold. I'm gonna go ahead and I need the 920 gold at least before I back. So I'm gonna stay for one more wave, and it's actually almost gonna end up resulting in a kill here. Salt does know I'm around, but she doesn't know exactly where I am. So I'm just gonna go ahead, chain the Salt, do a lot of damage to her. Sadly, Prime is gonna whiff the ult, but it was a really good attempt at the first kill there. So again, same reasoning as last game. Susano, Bluestone, variety dot damage. Sol has a lot of dot damage with her ult. It's not dot damage, but it's a lot of. You can say this way: if the damage is spread out over more abilities and more, if it's a more spread out damage and not really the big burst like a Scylla ult, Scylla 2. Scylla is like the perfect example of a guard, which if, let's say it's like a Scylla, there's no real reason to get a Vanguard. Of course, if they have like a Susano jungle or something, always get Vanguard. But something like Toph, Sol as well, Poseidon, getting Vanguard is just really good. I don't think getting Vanguard every game, I actually think that's really good. So right here I recognize that Fafnir ult is down. It was called, we have a time on his ult. So we're just gonna have to get the kill. Actually gonna go ahead and seal that one away with my basic attack, I believe. Maybe my chains would have gotten in it anyway. But it works out really well for us. Again, Ares from ahead, as I said, it's extremely scary. If you get Ares ahead, it's gonna be such a hard struggle to kill him. Usually I actually level my 3 on Ares because it does so much damage. But knowing that I have a lot of damage already in my team, Red does a lot of damage, Skadi actually does a surprising amount of damage. And Toph, of course, does a ton of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and level my 2. Just make sure I can save right here. I'm gonna ward, try and make sure I can get caught out. So yeah, I'm gonna max out my 2. So the priority of this game is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't really want to put levels into your ult on Ares. Sure, it does 75 more damage, but the other abilities are just more worth it as you'll be using them more, and they almost all do better things. So I'm gonna back now. Get my sovereignty. I'm gonna start with Soph. Again, Gauntlet of Phoebes could have been pretty good, but I recognize Sol is not gonna be doing too much damage early on. I'm just gonna need some protection here. Let's say we wanna tank up a gold free, we wanna tank up a tower or something. It's gonna be way better for me to have it. Also, since I'm lacking the HP 5 from boots, as Trix has the Traveler's Boots, I wanna say. Oh my god, hitting the wrong key all the time. Yeah, Trix has Traveler's Boots, so he has 25 HP 5, whereas Soph gives me 25 HP 5, so now I can more take poke trades when I get that up there. Alright, find myself again. So I actually have the red buff here, because Prime couldn't take it. He was on the other side of the map, so that's pretty true. So I'm just glad that I was running around right now. Again, my objective right now, look for chains. Try and get beats. Recognize Fafnir doesn't have an ult. Just ult the Fafnir like I did there. Chain him down. There's nothing he can do. He had ult in like 2 seconds when we killed him. We knew he had like, okay, this guy's ult in 8 seconds. Can blow him up in 7 seconds, and we could. So right here we get the second kill. Hit the chains. And actually managed to get my ult here. Off. So he would have been pulled no matter what there. So that's what you want to do on Ares, because his ult had like a 2.5 second wind up, something like that. Like a 2 seconds. So if they beat and you can manage to ult before that, then a guy like Susano, he's actually gonna get pulled in again. Gonna call the have a ward here, just kinda punch it out with my own. Waiting for Prime to ward. Put another punch into my turret, just really getting one more tank. Now the top ult might have been a bit unnecessary there, the red bolt as well. It was pretty much a guaranteed kill. But it's no harm in investing a bit into these really safe, or not really safe, but these kills. Like you'd rather save than sorry. Right here, try and hit the cheeky chain, miss it slightly. I could have done quite a bit of damage to the Fafnir there if I ended up hitting that. So again, right here, I'm just gonna actually just gonna go ahead and back. Pretty bad. Pretty poor timing for me to back. The thing is, all the neutral camps are coming up, and I want to be as strong as possible. Get some D wards up. We're lagging ward control around gold 3 right now. As you can also see, we have a fully stacked Doom Orb Tough, whereas they have a Sol with Dynasty Plate Helmet. So it's like we have a better fight right now. So me getting back and spending your gold is not too bad. So right there's like an example of when you can back with a bit too much gold and not really take too much harm from doing it. I'm just gonna go ahead and get down my D-ward. Missed my chain out here as he jumps my chain. Took the hammer, so that works out pretty much just for both of us. So my ult's coming back up now, so I'm calling I wanna try and bait this gold. Sadly I don't get the ward in there between. That's what I tried to do with this ward, but it just doesn't really land. So we know they're doing gold, or not gold Orioles, so we're just gonna leave them to that. As Skadi backed as well for her power spike, which is Transcendence. Top has a pretty good power spike. Missed my chain there pretty sadly. So I know Susano doesn't have ult there, so I'm actually gonna try and ult him, but just missed the ult. So that was really shitty by me. I don't even think it was in range, and either way he blinked my ult with the 3. But imagine if he would have pulled this Susano there, would have been another safe kill for us. So it's just try it and look stupid rather than not trying at all. It's like, there's this saying, I believe it's from American Sniper, which is actually says something good, which is, you miss all the shots you don't take. So maybe it's a bit too much to say about an Ares ultimate, which is definitely not just a shot, but it's just good to get the ult on cooldown on Ares, and if you miss it once, like every week or something, like sure that shit happens. Sad it happens in an SPL game, but you just kind of have to go for it, you know. Sometimes it's pretty poor. However, with that excuse that I had to back because I didn't have any ult, I can pick up my sovereignty. I'm really strong right now. I have a lot of damage. I have a lot of burst potential on everyone that gets too close. I believe right here I'm gonna try and chain this to sun. No, not yet. Just D-ward up. Set up around gold. Again, this is the objective play, which I think we do really good at. We have wards everywhere. We ping out the wards, we know where their wards are. So we're just gonna try and bait the objective here. See if we can lure anyone in here. Nothing really happens, no one takes the bait, so we're just gonna reset for now. Look for it in mid here. Not much to do. So yeah, again, he has Phoebes, I have stuff. So they're gonna have a bit of a better aura, but we have better tanking differential on the gold 3, because I'm gonna be a lot tankier. Although I also have my 2, which gives 35 protection, which I don't think is bad. So I'm gonna miss the chain here, he blinks the chain again, pretty sad. Gonna use my 3 there, as you guys saw, to immune the knockup on this ult. Sadly I ult a bit too early. With the top ult. Do med up though, so they don't dive for Primo. But as you can see, you can use the 3 against Susano when he's ult, because you're knock up immune while you're in your 3. Ares immune to knock back, not knock up, but knock back immune. So that's what happened. So they're gonna go ahead and go for the gold free. So what I'm gonna do here is you can actually chain Fafnir right here, so he can't really jump. Sadly I missed my chain on the Sol. Duke out the hammer though, and we just scared him off the gold, which is really good for us. So now Cyrus is here and we're gonna try and pull the gold out. We know they're rewarded, but this is just all about baiting them in here. So right here I'm calling for CCs, don't just want to wait for my chains. Actually gonna end up chaining Xing Chang. 2 chains on Xing, this is my 3rd chain, this is for someone else. So I'm gonna die here. Although I'm gonna call for them to initiate again, as this is a really good fight. Fafnir is useless right now, as Fafnir has no way of doing anything at all in this fight since he doesn't have ult, whereas Xing Chang could have done a lot more. So Susanna's gonna go back in. Sadly for him, doesn't kill the Skadi. Now Ram is gonna go ahead and finally kill the Skadi. But we're gonna just get all the better trades. Prime doing pretty poor there. Also right here in mid, we get 4 speeds and Aegis. And we can just go and do gold free. Prime goes really deep here, he really wants to kill Cyrus, try and cut them off. So they're just gonna go grab the gold free. While they're doing that, let's discuss my item choice now. I'm gonna go into a talisman first. I simply figured after that fight, okay, I actually take quite a bit of magical damage. My team is gonna be taking quite a bit of magical damage right now, because we're gonna have these 5-on-5 fights. And you can say, well, doesn't hard ward give you the same magical protection and then a ton of physical protection on top of what? Or Gauntlet, doesn't that do that? Kind of the same thing as hard ward, but it's just better. But it's not really. You need to be a bit selfish as well. Say I'm an Ares, I just need to make sure I can stay safe. I really give my teams tons of protection for the protection for my 2. Just get what's better for you. Looking back here, probably should have gotten the Phoebes, but I feel like the main reasoning why I don't go with Phoebes is because the level 1 and level 2 of Phoebes is so bad. It's just 100 and 200 health. So as you can see, I know Fafnir ult is down right here, so I just want to look for an ult. Sadly missed the 2nd chain again. Good red ult here, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull all 3 of them, recognizing no beats or CC enemies up here. Gonna go ahead and get the Fafnir, so I'm just looking to chain him here before I can jump. Actually gonna get that up. So this is pretty much just the 3 portal limit for us. Really good this for Maniac getting the most portal limit there, forcing out some ults, meaning that we can get a huge Ares ult. Pretty much just win the fight of that, putting them together again. So we trade out portal and mid tower here, I believe. I think we will get the mid tower for a tier 1 on right, left, sorry, which is pretty much irrelevant for us. So I'm just gonna back here again, get my tier 2 of Bulwark, and as I say right now, this right here is better. You have 125 health and 45 magic protection. That's 10 times better, not 10 times, but it's like 5 times better than just having 200 flat health. And I believe this is even cheaper, like it's the same price, where Silver Talisman 2 just does a lot better. What I could have done here as well is I could have left Silver Talisman here and just go straight into Phoebes. That works out really well as well. But I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off the Talisman in this game, I believe, because I had a really good gold spike for it. Getting Phoebes is, if you have the gold for it when you're back, you can certainly go ahead and do that. It's not bad for you. Because again, you would rather have a full Phoebes than you have a level 2 Phoebes. That didn't really make sense. You would rather have a level 3 Phoebes and level 2 hard ward, then you'd have a a hard ward and a level 2 Phoebes. Alright, gonna go ahead and chain here, hit the chain on Fafnir, missed the 2nd one though. Just blow Fafnir up here, he's pretty much just dead off this. Again, I'm just peeling for my backline, making sure everyone stays safe. Go on Xing here, he's creating room. So right here I probably could have gone really deep for that backline, but I'm just gonna instantly go and help my backline. Just making sure my carry stays safe is a lot of times just more important than getting kills. Just gonna go ahead, chain down the Salt, get the chains, force the Aegis there. Pretty good Aegis, he would've died if he doesn't do it. Invest a bit too much into it. Gonna kinda chase down here, but just to realize this is probably a bad idea. Kinda backing off a bit, making sure everyone gets out. Gets pretty lucky. So we're gonna get the tier 2, and this right here is something I want to point out. So they can make it in time to defend the tier 2, but we're gonna get like 750 damage and force out a teleport. This has 2 good things. Now the first thing is, if we need it, we can send the red split pushing, and they can't TP the tower. The second thing is, when we're gonna force this tower now, Whoa! I guess we can't see its health. This has 350 health right now. The tower. I knew that. I can remember that. Yeah, I'm fucking. How do you say that? Photographical memory. It's just that's kind of that's kind of in my head. So that means we're gonna have such an easier time taking down the tower if you fight on the mid tower. So it's actually gonna do a lot more for us now that we got that extra poke. So it's us knowing our limit. We're not gonna overstay for the objective, but we're not gonna understay. We're not gonna force a lead. We're not gonna press a power play, but we're not gonna over press it. It's just knowing the exact balance, forcing out the TP, getting the tower damage so they can't defend it, but get a worse defense try on it. So right here, where we finish up our hard ward, as I said, there was no reason for us to get Thieves as we couldn't get the full. Try and lift the chain from Susanoo, actually hit the Susanoo here. So this works out really well. Again, I'm not gonna be immune in my free, and we get a free Susanoo show here. I'm gonna force out the Ram Snipes, Shane Gold as well. This could have played a lot more up there, but again, you can just see, this is what I do, I just instantly go to my backline. I do miss the ult there, which was pretty poor. Gold is pinged out. I think we wanna go for gold here. I can't remember. I'm just gonna go ahead and back out. Pretty low health. This was a pretty greedy back, but they're not gonna splat me out. So it works out. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Golden of Thieves 2 now. Just, you have so much aura. When I have finished Golden of Thieves, I'm gonna have a 90 protection aura. With the shell, it's gonna be 35, that's 125, and when shell is finished, it's gonna be 145 aura to anyone in between that's infected by my 2 and my shell. Just absolute insane what Eris can do now. Starting to do a bit more damage with my flame as well, as it takes 2 of the maximum health, which is also absolutely insane. That the ability does so much damage. So we survived through the early game with Eris, and now you can just see how it's clearly countering a lot of their guard and just gonna do work, as well as I'm pretty much free to do whatever I can do. Get pretty lucky at the gold here, not gonna lie. Thought we would reset, but Kaldar, the Scuddy Dog, didn't reset. So I'm really worried right here, because they actually go ahead and fight a lot and left. Gonna try and come over, save Maniac. I think he's dead here, but never underestimate Maniac's tanginess. And I walk over a ward, meaning Susanoo is gonna know we're coming in. Fafnir chasing me as well. Missed the chain there, pretty bad. Missing one too many chains here in this game, but we hit the crucial chains, which is pretty much just the important part. Use the 2, get some protections here. Try and leech out, bait out the demon here. So now since Fafnir jumped out and Salt's 2 is down, we can just get the demon for free. They have no steal potential besides the ult. So you can see Maniac is just frontlining 4 people right here, just doing his job. Kinda giving the taunt spam as well. I have 850 gold, I want 950, I believe it is, for my Thieves. So I'm gonna say, I'm calling out to my team, I can get Thieves, but we have a pretty good fight here. Xingqiang is really low. So Xingqiang ult comes back up, I get a huge ult, forcing out Ram ult, Susanoo beats, I believe I even got Sol, I guess that was just Sol 3 there. Again, just stick to my back line, chain up here, get really lucky, so I have 70 health around the corner. Well calculated fight. Again, we get a 2 for 0. Although we do have the portal, which we can go through. I think I'm the only one that's gonna make it through the portal with Maniac, and then the portal's gonna go down. Again, pretty good timing on the portal. Just getting really all lucky, I guess you can say. So we have 2 wards now. Gonna stop the Sol back, as we had a ward here that spotted out the back. Just be annoying, get in your opponent's head again. Kinda do these things. Makes them tilt, makes them frustrated. And for the gameplay, it also makes you... It gives them a lesser time where they can do what they want. Otherwise, this is the Sol wants to probably farm that back camp that you can't farm now, because the back got delayed by 4 or 5 seconds. Just flame out the chain here after missing yet another chain. Definitely need to brush up on these Arabs mechanics. Overall again, I didn't upgrade myself, it's so hard to see on this man. So I think when I'm going to use my 2 here, I'm going to have quite a bit of protections. Hopefully I'm going to use it soon. So I'm just going FG right here. We have 4-man zoning, we can pretty much just do it. Just decide to go on the Fafnir, hit the chain, force out his ult. Witch is down, so he's just gonna die. Get a really good top hold on the Ram. Pretty much just defeat Ram ult, a Ram kill, so I'm just gonna go ahead, go a bit greedy here. Although they're not really gonna gain anything special off it. So right here, I recognize that Susanoo is pretty much the only one that can steal them, as we are already zoning them here. So I'm just gonna chase the Susanoo all the way out, and I'm like, I'm committed to this now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and actually steal out the red buff here, steal it with the flames, pretty troll. Again, Susanoo can't pull me when I have my free active, so I'm just gonna completely chase him off. He can't kill me, I can kill him, and also making sure that Susanoo is not there because Susanoo can kill my team. Just pushing me away from my team works out really well for us. So again, gonna back, and I'm gonna upgrade my shell right here. I had 700 gold, but I didn't really want to sell anything. I could sell Watcher's Gift and get Cloak 1 if I wanted. Couldn't. Maybe I started a Wing Blade, but just upgrading the shell for this fight is gonna be a lot better for us, and then just being able to get the D-Ward rocking out of base with 50 gold works out pretty well. I guess I had like 670 gold. So the other option was walking out of base with 400 gold and a Cloak 1, but Shell's just gonna do more, the upgraded Shell. I didn't have money for a Frenzy. Maybe you should have sold the watches, upgraded Shell, and then gotten Frenzy. Was another possible play, but then we could have gotten a ward. Again, as you can see, I'm really just playing this Ares without a blink, and I'm still doing a ton of work. The Shell is actually saved for so many times, saved for a lot of people. It lets Maniac frontline really well, as I can just backline, which seems to just be how we're doing it right now. Again, push down the Phoenix here. I can't recall if it's gonna be last fight. I think it's gonna be like the second to last fight. Just get a D-Wards up lane here. As you can see, this is what you want to do. When pushing, you want to cut off your flank with D-Ward and your ward in the middle of the lane, so the top can't see you. So I cannot look for chain with yet another chain. So Sarah's chain's the hard man. I can play pretty far up right here, as there's pretty much no way I can die with the amount of protection I have right now. Scotty getting poked a bit, and Soft is dashing it. So what we're just essentially doing is we're baiting them to take a fight outside our Phoenix. So I'm just gonna stay here, and I'm just gonna chain down the Fafnir. Just only the Fafnir there. But we just killed the Fafnir. He can't do anything in this fight because we completely lock him down. Again, that's just me peeling for my backline, while Maniac and Twig completely smack their backline, while my backline is actually able to do damage. Kinda get the dive here under the fountain. Hey, wise of decision there to just go ahead and leave. Bit of a laugh again. Having a fun time. So yeah. That's the second game against Dig. Worked out really well. We played the objective game. We played really well. Maniac, absolutely fantastic performance once again. So this was the set against Dignitas. Again, if you guys want me to try and improve anything, you just let me know. And I guess I will quickly go over what I would have built here. Very likely is that I would have gotten Spirit Rope, sold my Watcher's Gift and gotten Spirit Rope, and then possibly, maybe, not saying I would have, but I could have gone for the item that reduces physical health. I could have gotten a White Stone. I could have maybe also gotten a Magi's Blessing Stoner guy, maybe against the Shing or the Susanoo, but I already have my free. So it's just really a situational slot here. You can do whatever you want with. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Any criticism, constructive criticism, or any thoughts or any love is always much appreciated. Thank you all so much for watching, and like, subscribe, and I will see you guys after our next games. Peace.